Hey guys, this is Austin, and today I'm here with some of the best stuff that I've seen at CES 2017. Also, I have a super cool mic, so, you know, that means I'm legit.
How's it going?
This is the second year in a row that I was literally filming the intro to my video, and some famous YouTuber walked up behind me. How's it going? I appreciate the commitment. So before I talk about all the cool things that I saw, what did you see at CES that you actually liked? You have 6 seconds, go.
Project Valerie.
Perfect, thanks. Anyways, so one of my favorite things I saw at CES this year was Razer Project Valerie. It is essentially a triple screen laptop. So the base of it is a fairly standard Razer Blade Pro, a cool laptop, but it traditionally has a single 17-inch 4K display. Mere child's play when you can actually have 3 of those 4K displays built in. So the way they fold out is interesting. They had a couple of different prototypes at the booth. So with Razer, a lot of the time after you see these sort of projects at CES, before too much longer, they actually ship them. So Valerie is an interesting idea. Having essentially 12K gaming, a triple screen 4K setup on a laptop is actually kind of insane. It's also going to be insanely expensive and probably very hard to drive from a laptop, but it's a really cool idea.
Subscribe to Bitwit.
Probably shouldn't do that. It's a bad idea. I'll leave a link in the description. You guys be the judge, but not a good idea.
No, you probably shouldn't do it. It's bad for your health.
Bad idea. Continuing on the crazy laptop train, there is the Acer Predator 21X. This thing is actually insane, but the difference is you can buy it in February. You know, for $9,000. No big deal. Standard laptop, spare change. Inside, you get 2 GTX 1080s. You get an overclockable Core i7, 5 drive bays, 2 power supplies, and a 21-inch curved display on a laptop. I'm not exactly sure what the audience for a 20-pound, $9,000 laptop is, but if you want some insane performance, Acer also has you covered. Completely changing gears on the laptop side, there is the LG Gram 14. Now at first glance, this looks like a way more normal computer. So it's made of plastic. It's got some cool things, like you actually have a 14-inch display, but the chassis is about 13-inch because it's got a small bezel. There's actual ports, a decent keyboard. But what's cool about this is that first of all, it's incredibly lightweight. From the Gram name, it's less than a kilogram, which for a 14-inch laptop is not bad. But more importantly than that, it has a big 60 watt-hour battery. Yes. Pause. Stop the music. You heard that right. There's a laptop in 2017 that is still thin and light, and they added battery. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that an amazing idea? Moving away from laptops, one of the absolutely coolest things at CES this year was the LG W7 Wallpaper TV. So not only was it insanely thin, but it's actually flexible. So the idea is it's a 4K OLED panel that you attach to your wall with magnets. And when you're ready to take it off, you literally just peel it back. Alongside it, LG was also showing off a brand new Atmos soundbar. So the idea is that it has top firing speakers to fire sound off the ceiling to get a full surround experience. The only downside to all of this is that the actual TV itself costs $8,000. So like everything else at CES, it's really expensive. But this is really cool that there's a 4K OLED panel that is legitimately flexible that you can just stick on your wall. All right, so what was your favorite thing you saw at CES?
Well, I really liked the LG room. They had a tunnel full of TVs. That was awesome.
Yeah, I think it was like something like 160 or something like that.
They're all 4K and they have a huge Galaxy display. It's awesome.
Yes, and it was all OLED.
Yeah.
So was this your first CES or have you been before? What'd you think?
It's awesome. I'm coming again. Hopefully, if my dad will take me, yeah.
That's the move. Dad, is he going next year?
Yes, he's going.
We have video proof now. We have video proof. You're good, man. Oh, as you ride off into the sunset. Hisense was also showing off a 100-inch laser projector TV thing. So the reason I say it like that is that while it's an ultra short throw projector, it actually comes with a dedicated 100-inch screen. So you're really meant to only use it with one side. Unlike a traditional projector, you can kind of adjust it, move it back and forth. It really has to be set up precisely. Now it has a full sound setup, and the cool thing is because it is certified with that display, that means that they can actually say it is going to be HDR compatible. It's full 4K, and while it's pricey, because you know everything at CES is pricey, as I keep saying over and over again, it's a cool piece of tech. So we're talking about the best of CES. What was your favorite thing that you saw at the show?
I think my favorite thing was the Xperia Projector.
I didn't see that. What's the deal?
It was a smaller projector that was probably about like that, probably set that far off the ground. And once you turn it on, it has a camera on there, but it also projects on the wall, or you can have it project on a surface and use it like a tablet as well. You can also have it project like a gallery wall on the wall if you're not going to use it as like an Android tablet or whatnot, or watch videos. So you can use it like that, and then also switch it up and do your entertainment on there too. So,
dude, that's right. I wish. Yo, Ken, can we like go and check this out? Completely outside the realm of stuff that you and I are gonna have anytime soon is the Panasonic window projection. So essentially, from the outside, this looks like any standard window. However, there's a full display built in. So for example, if you're at a sporting event and you're looking out the window, you could have live score, you could pull up player information, you can have all kinds of stuff that is actually projected on the window itself. So this one might be a little ways out, but it is actually pretty legit. Something I didn't see a lot of this year at CES were smartphones. However, what did jump out to me was this dual screen smartphone from Hisense. So on the front, it has a 1080p OLED display, it's an Android smartphone, it's pretty standard stuff. However, when you flip it around, there's an e-ink display on the back. So the idea is that you can have things like notifications show up on the back, but the cool part is, since it's e-ink, it even works with the phone off. So for example, say your phone dies, but you have your boarding pass on the back of the phone, well, no problem. Scan it and you're good to go. There were a lot of cameras this year at CES, but what jumped out to me was the Panasonic GH5. So the GH series has been really big for a while. The GH4 is really one of the first 4K cameras that didn't cost a ton of money that was actually decent, and the GH5 improves on that. So not only do we get improved 4K recording modes with higher frame rates and better bit rates and better color space, but we also get a 6K photo mode, which is kind of video, but not proper. But there are also other cool things, like it's a bigger body with dual SD card slots. You actually have inbuilt body stabilization. It's a cool camera. Unfortunately, it's still micro four thirds, which is a little bit of a small sensor size for me personally, but this is definitely a big upgrade from the previous model. All right, so what was your favorite thing you saw at CES this year?
To be honest, the drones section. It was a product called Hover Camera. It's basically like a book. You just open it and it flies automatically.
I think one of the things about drones that really gets me excited is the idea that it's something that can actually be portable, right? Because a lot of these drones, like the Inspires and the Phantoms, they're amazing drones. But huge, yeah, you've got to like carry like a huge carrying case, but the idea of having something small that can track you, everything is really cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Canon also had some pretty crazy cameras in their booth. So they had a 2 megapixel video camera, which doesn't sound too impressive until you keep in mind that it's a full frame camera, which means that those pixels are enormous and their low light performance is insane. This camera goes up to 4 million ISO. You literally can see in the dark with it. On the complete other end of the spectrum, they had a 250 megapixel camera. Now this is sort of an engineering prototype, so it's not something that you'll be able to buy anytime soon. But what was interesting was, it was actually an APS-H sensor, which is not even the same size as like a full frame like 5D or something. However, they packed 250 megapixels on it. Now honestly, I'm not totally sure how useful that's going to be. Most lenses are not sharp enough to resolve that much resolution, but it's really interesting, the idea of having some crazy high resolution cameras coming on the horizon. Yo, okay, hang on. All right, I got this. Can I outrun it? Can I outrun it right now? Oh, it's lost me, it's gone. Oh no. Yo, it's pretty good. Oh, it's even got the cables. All right. You got me. This is cool. What is this?
First autonomous suitcase in the world.
Hold on. Autonomous suitcase. Okay, I got you.
And the wheels retract, so that way it doesn't like drag on the floor when you're.
Dude, all right. This is cool. So is this a prototype, or is this something you can actually go buy now?
It's about 80% complete. We're funded on Indiegogo. We started about 2 months ago.
You never know what you find at CES. Or more specifically, you never know what finds you at CES. But what was your favorite thing that you saw at the show? Definitely be sure to let me know in the comments below. And if you missed it, I did a video on the super cool BMW sculpture interior, which you guys can go check out here. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.